Hello, Professor Bright here. Welcome back to the Sunless Skies, where we just lost, we lost, quote-unquote, 6 members of our crew. They are now miners. And we should probably head back to New Winchester for that reason, because it just occurred to me we actually have a few ways we could lose 2 crew members at a time, which would be very bad. Very bad indeed. Also, I kind of want to find a new route to Lustrum, because the one we have, it's not great. It's fine, but we could do better. New bargains are available. And I did not check, I don't believe. No, I did check for bargains over here. Right, they wanted to give me verdant seeds. I didn't want verdant seeds, so that's where we left off. Okay. Let's go to Carillon, see what bargains are available there. And we could do some more work there, but I kind of really want to get back right away to get more crew, because that's a level of vulnerability I don't want to have. Take that. And now that we've taken that, though... Only 3. Oh, yes, because we did meet a Mr. Pennies, who was one of the masters, a curator, is their species name. But yes, trying to stave off vengeance, a reckoning that will not be delayed, shall we say. Although the poor dear seems to think it will be. I don't see any preventing Mr. Eaton from taking his vengeance. I just do not see it. Oh, come on, you're a scout. You know me. You better not be actually hostile to me. I have no problem killing you, if it comes down to it. That's what I thought. Really? That's the sound of someone trying to shoot me. Ugh. That's just disrespectful. Perhaps I should, but won't. Send out the owl, just see if they find anything real quick. So I could find one more thing of ours. Yeah, let's do that. Because then I have a reason to make a trip north, to Leadbeater and Stainrod. And I think that might be in my best interest, possibly. Possibly. Well, probably isn't really in my best interest, if we're being honest. But, yeah, I might go there anyway. Oh, dear. And with our terror this low, a trip to Carillon does sound pretty nice. Sounds like a good idea. Probably is not. Excuse me, what? Your skeleton crew are unable to keep the engine in a necessary state of repair. This morning, a leak filled an aft corridor with gray and noxious fumes. Seal off that section. The fumes are pernicious. Unchecked, they would creep through your engine into cabins to choke sleeping crew, and into the galley to spoil the supplies, but your seals are thorough and keep them at bay. Okay, yeah, this skeleton crew thing needs to end now. Never mind, I was gonna make a stop at Carillon. Not doing that. We are just pressing on forward. Dick! Oh. You damaged yourself in the process. You seem to be bleeding out, but can't really kill you now because I don't have the crew for it. I should stop at Carillon to get a port report, shouldn't I? It would be the responsible thing to do. I'm going to be in that area anyway. Maximize gains, minimize losses. Yeah. It's reasonable to do it. I don't want to spend any time there because I don't want to get my terror up, which would potentially lose me crew members, and if I lose all my crew, I assume I die. Presumably. Although again, I can't seem to find There used to be like a little, like a little booklet item. It was so useful. Told you all the details about the mechanics. Alright. But regardless. Carolon? What opportunities do you have, by the way? Munitions, you say? I could buy 2 of those. Now, where was I? Stories, Carolon Center. I just want to get... Yes, just a port. Ignore everything else. There are other things I want to explore here, but not now. I don't have the resources. It's like I want to go there, but no, it's a bad idea. It's a bad idea. Don't go any further with that. Just get back to New Winchester. Be responsible, get back to New Winchester, you'll be fine. All will be well, one way or another. And then after we get these hours up to Leadbeater and Stainrod, we can upgrade our engine to that new little trading vessel, the Pelennor. Or the Pelennor class vessel, I should say. Yes, good. E is to the right, Q is to the left. Memorize it. No matter what orientation you're in. Oh. Well, I can't take whatever it is. Nope, can't take it, because I don't have room for it. Shoot. Makes me sad. Although maybe it would be repairs, but doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, I'm really not worried about sovereigns at this stage. We've had our 10 plus episodes of just looking for things that get me sovereigns. Don't. Okay. Looks like he's not. No, keep going. Why would you ever stop? I'm using that C to make it automate itself. Dock? What do they have? I mean, bronzewood is more valuable, generally. Yes, the settlers assess the armaments with a seasoned eye, offering several lengths of good, freshly bored heartwood in exchange. Nice of them. Also, their island appears to be shit. Locomotive will suffer, but better it than the crew. Need a moment of inspiration to do anything there. Yes, leave him be. Accept the damage, it's not that much. We've done this before. We will always survive. Yeah, but it won't bite before we get back home. So not to worry, all will be well. All will always be well-ish. Sort of. Almost. Not quite, but good enough. Yes. A little bit of that lag of loading. Wonder what causes it. I say. Irrelevant for the moment, I suppose. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine, we'll get back to... Yeah, we'll stop at Victory Hall, what the heck. What the heck, why not? We've got plenty of time to go back and forth. Probably. It looks like we got plenty of time, so we'll say that we have plenty of time. Makes me feel better. Ever so slightly. Deliver the reports once more. 200 sovereigns, that's delightful. Okay, kind of wanted to go backwards, but that's fine too. Whatever it is, we'll make it work one way or another. Now, the second reason I want to go back to Leadbeater and Stainrod is because this guy's story, as I recall, conversing with them once more, the well lies to the north and northeast of New Winchester. Wait. No, it is Leadbeater and Stainrod is directly north, and then we just head in that northeast path and hope for the best. We shall see, one way or another, we shall see. Repairs first. Oh, I'm so sorry. I meant to repair it completely. There we are. Hire on crew. Yeah, we need a few people. Just a few. That'll work. That barely is enough, but fine. They stumble aboard, blinking away the fog. Cool, they say. Beds. Yeah, these guys are so many. There's so many kinds of gonna die. It's fine, though. How many do they want? 5 crates, 5 consignments of bronze wood? Yeah, that ain't happening right now. Let's see here. Bank. Oh, nope. Sorry, other direction. That over there, and we're gonna sell some of this crockery real quick. Actually, do I need that for something else? I do. So if I remember right, it's used to go somewhere. Like, they want crockery in order to, I think, transport you from London over to the Reach, if my brain is serving me properly. I could be wrong. Could be very wrong, but, yeah, I mean, yeah, I just could be wrong. Could be right, but I could be wrong. And I have less money than I want to have, but it'll be fine. We can go to Leadbeater and Stainrod directly. Sell all of our hours, but it's probably still not going to be quite enough to upgrade safely. But maybe it will be. Maybe we'll find something more. Perhaps. I know there's a bonus for filling out one of these, what would you call them, opportunities, but, I mean, we'll find out. We'll find out. We don't know. We are not certain. Not yet. But we will be. In time. And then we have to consider what else is there to find. Hybris? Hybris is there to find. I'm reasonably certain it's in the south here. And I think we'll have found everything in the Reach. We still have more stories to explore, of course, within the Reach, but, I mean, at that point, might be time to go to London. Besides, I have to get nameplates off them. And there are very few, if any, dreadnoughts left. Which is, I mean, it's entirely my own fault, but... 7 solemn candles burning at the well. Yeah, about that. Oh dear. It is strange, though, how the masters of the bazaar seem to have gone downhill. And I wonder how exactly London escaped the contract we had. I wonder. Oh, courser bees. Better murder them. I was kind of hoping that would kill you, actually. Ooh, cancel. Sorry, jettison. Yeah, forgot about that. Didn't consider. The sing of a well and the unpleasant fate of the one who gave them voices. Ooh. Listen to his death hymn. They say it contains secrets if you can bear to listen all the way to the end. The sound is memorable and not notably distressing until that high C, which makes your teeth itch. Afterwards, are you wiser? Are you stronger? You are not less so. The bees died, you lived. Yeah, it didn't account for the fact that my hull was full, so that was kind of silly. Silly use of resources, poor decision made. Send out the bat. And by bat, I mean owl, of course. Oh. Interesting. We'll have to grab that on account of me having room all of a sudden. We shall see how things turn out, though. Oh, and there are stories in Leadbreeder and Stainrod, so I can go do that real quick. And then, well, we'll see. We'll see what we have time for. In a perfect world, I would be able to... finding Old Tom's Well might have to wait. Yeah. Pity about that whole thing with your dad, but, well. Well, I say. Oh, you just turned out to be scavengeable supplies. Kind of is unfortunate. More crockery. I feel like that must be a bug in my game for some reason. Or maybe it always is like a chance of crockery or something. Is the good kind of nature in the reserve or the malodorous kind? Is it the good kind? Sorry. I mean, a little bit of A, a little bit of B. Depends on perspective, I suppose. Ooh. Hold that thought. Oh my god, yes, we definitely have enough for the... Wow. Captain's required to supply up to 5 barrels of ours to the Leadbeater and Stainrod Nature Reserve. Please report to the capabilities cabins on arrival. Discretion prioritized. LNS Nature Reserve lies to the north of New Winchester. A superior researcher has the barrels carried into a timbered laboratory. She hands over your pay. This is for your service, she says, and this is for your silence. She deposits a serpentine plant in a clay pot in your hands. It purrs gently. That doesn't convince me to do anything. Huh. Maybe hold off on that. The loading bay? Join a hunting party? An opportunistic ranger smiles a mostly toothless grin and shows off his many scars from the beasts of the nature reserve. All fair in love and war. What threat could a few unruly animals be to an armed group of the sky's finest? We are all gonna die. Or not. Maybe we don't. A successful hunt. The animals in the nature reserve flee from your careful, methodical approach. Your rifle fires and a promising one falls to the ground, wounded but alive. The opportunistic ranger binds its legs tight, ready to shove it in a cage once you return to the docks. I'll take that. That was pretty good for us. Leadbeater and Stainrod's Bay. Gather report. Yes. A point of pride of the Empire. The capabilities inquest, though? Oh, right, the research. Did I never bring anything back to him? Turning in your research. Did you bring back something for the phlegmatic researcher? I never did. Oh my god. You're fulfilling the phlegmatic researcher's requests. Hand the wings of a chorister bee. They're in pristine condition. You are thanked for your efforts and asked to wait while the company sorts out your rewards. It might be a couple of days. Later, the phlegmatic researcher calls upon you. He hands you the envelope of sovereigns. Hideous creatures, choristers, he says, fidgeting his chair. I cannot accept that it is only by chance their wings are so exquisitely articulated that they generate song. And an ants from a homestead. After all the trouble they caused with your supplies, the researcher better be pleased. You are thanked for your efforts and asked to wait while the company sorts out your rewards. It might be a couple of days. The phlegmatic researcher invites you over for tea. Marvelous creatures, he says, passing you an envelope of sovereigns from the company. As far as I can discern, they only seem to mind when a human is about to die. I wonder what it is about us. Curious, that. And yeah, just the hybris pus is all that's left. Interesting. He hasn't completed his research yet. Inquire into the phlegmatic researcher's current course of study. What mysteries is he delving into? I'm curious. Making a study of the orderliness of the Reach. It may be untamed, but a firm logic has guided its growth. I wish to better understand this principle. You sure about that, friend? Ask about the romantic ornithologist's bird. These scientists must have seen something of it, surely. A bird that can grind a mountain down to dust? The scientists waste no time on manners. Surely its beak would wear down faster, unless it is some kind of magic beak made of something harder than a diamond. Is it a magic beak, Captain? A magic harder than diamond beak? It quickly becomes clear why the romantic ornithologist works alone. Yeah. Into the reserve. Let's go visit the ornithologist. If he's not if he's not hiking through the wilderness or camping beneath the bough of one of the great trees, he is sat alone in his watchtower watching for his bird. Ask about the bird. We've done this all already, though. Take a quick trip into the reserve. The ornithologist is happy to oblige your interest. I'm curious. The romantic ornithologist claps his hands with quiet delight when he sees you. Found a most wonderful place, shall we? You delve into the reserve together. The birds sing around you, the flowers offer sweet perfumes. A pleasing breeze tumbles through a glade and whistles around a mountain bend. Was there anything else I could talk to him about, though? Because we've done all this before. And I wonder. He's not on good terms with the other scientists. Okay. Was kind of hoping that we would see some more information about this bird. Or get a chance to actually look for it, but that is not to be. Now the well, it says is somewhere else, and we have some extra time, so let's go find out. Really, you found nothing. It's amazing. Suppose I did technically find this before you did, but still. Before you went out, rather. The well, though. Curious about this. It said north-northeast, so it should be in this quadrant. Oh, a dreadnought. Wow, this is a rare occasion. Let me just fix some of this for you. Oh, right, you have a turret. Shit. I forgot about your weapons, sir. Okay. Yeah, that sucks, but okay. Okay, can't do that. Yeah. Oh man, I managed to get hit by all of them. That's great. Okay, the enduring dreadnought is defeated. Excuse me? An unlicensed chart, you say? The massive guns of the dreadnought have finally fallen silent. The hulk hangs in the firmament like a shed spider skin in a web, viewed from the vantage of a fly. Its sides are scored and open, its windows shattered, smoke billows from its blind eyes. London will not see what transpires here, and I could use unlicensed charts, possibly. If the dreadnought kept secrets, they are here. The lanterns have all gone out in the suite, and no candles are left to burn. The light of far-off stars filters through the shattered stained glass in iridescent shadows. Among the darkling haze of color, you uncover a chart detailing some very illicit trade routes indeed. Was the dreadnought on the trail of smugglers, or was it looking to supplement its income, far away from London's watchful eyes? Interesting. And a reason to go back to Lustrum eventually, once the month is up. Still have a few more, well, weeks, if we're being honest, 3 weeks, before it's time to go back there. What's curious to me is I don't see a well, or a path to a well. Okay. Keep moving. Just keep moving, moving. Crap. Okay, well, it says there's something glistering this way, so let's find out what that is, since there's 2 of them right next to each other. The Jedicus hives, you say? Ah, is that why there are so many of these chorister bees? So very many of them. Well, made bad choices today. Wait, they were given voices. The unpleasant fate of the one who gave them voices. And the well, that means... Well, that implies that they were created by Mr. Eaton? Is that correct? That seems unusual. Curious, curious, curious. Unless there's a different well containing a different creature that seems unlikely to me. Can I just get by without fighting you? I would rather not. Combat is expensive, you see. Oh, there's a horror here. A horror which I think I know what it is, yes. Tigalara's haunt, if that's what you want to call it, but the well, though. The well, my friend, the well. Were these ruins beautiful once, or were they always unsettling and eerie? Oh. That's something new. Something ghastly, you say? Could be exactly what I'm looking for, could be. It almost certainly is. Whirlwind turbulence. Oh my. Old Tom's well. Below, beneath the scuttling clouds, a speckle of structures cling to a shelf of ice. The whirlwinds drag at your engine like the frantic clutch of a drowning man. The well gapes. Descend, the winds howl, you'll need a steady hand at the helm. Wonderful. A descent, down through the tearing mists, through the whipped particulates that thunder on your hull, through the shrieking winds which fall abruptly still. A ledge of black ice has accreted over centuries at the well's edge, with a raised lip that affords a sliver of shelter. A handful of beehive huts huddle around a crude church. They are built from roughly chopped blocks of the same black ice that forms the shelf around the well. Curious. Old Tom was a prospector during the promised days that followed London's arrival in the heavens. For years he combed the reach looking for the strike that would make him rich. He didn't find it. Luckless and impoverished, he made a wish here at the well. The next month he discovered the mother of mountains and the rich hour veins that riddled her flanks. For a year before his disappearance, he was staggeringly wealthy. Others come here now, the desperate and the broken, with their final futile wishes. Escort the incautious driver to the well. The fungal sentience colonizing the mine has led them here, but why? The driver, driven. The incautious driver strides to the very lip of the well and leans precariously out to stare into the depths. The well winds pluck at them. You grab a handful of their coat, just in case. Can you see them, Professor, glimmering in the dark? The bones of the sun. Oh? The driver looks back at you, their eyes suddenly as green as old emeralds. A messenger came, inscribed with signs of peace, but it bore a well seed. Murder beneath the arches of heaven. The driver's balance shifts. They lurch and you pull them back into the gritty ice. When they look up, their eyes have returned to their customary blue. Thank you, my head is feeling very crowded, but the impulse has changed now. I need to return to the nature reserve. Its home is there. Or its parents, its master? Not sure, I don't speak fungus. Now this is curious. So there was a war of sorts. A messenger came inscribed with signs of peace, but it bore a well seed, something that made this, and killed a son. I see. I mean, I need to know more. Explore the beehive hovels. They serve as temporary homes to those who come to make a wish at the well. The sky turns as you make your way to the pitiful domes. Most are empty, awaiting a well-wisher, but the third one is not. It contains a corpse, stiff as an icicle, some supplicant who died before the wish was granted. You move on. In the fifth dwelling, you find a sallow petitioner. Her eyes feverish. I saw gold in the well, she croaks, unprompted, glistering in the depths. Enter the kirk, a simple leaning tower and nave constructed from black unmortared ice bricks. A voice can be heard within. Across the ice crunches underfoot, taking your boots with pitchy crust. There's no door on the church. Oh. Inside, pews are carved from ice. A ragged handful of supplicants sit on them, bitten by the bone-bleak cold. On the altar, a single precious candle burns. A lank minister reads from a dog-eared scrap of paper. For the mouth of the wicked and the mouth of the deceitful are opened against me. They have spoken against me with a lying tongue. They compassed me about also with words of hatred, and fought against me without a cause. Speak to the lank minister. Her cheekbones are as sharp as flint axe heads. Her skin is pocked by the cold. Her gaze is judgmental. Once her dress was elaborate and fair. Now the hems are frayed. Much of the lace has stiffened with frost and snapped off. Her hair is tied in a greasy bun. Well, ask about her denomination. What branch of the church does she represent? The ignorant call us the cursing church, but we are the compassed, who dwell on the brinks. We are the lambs who were torn by the wolf. We are the undone, and the angel of the pit hears us, but it would not hear others. Oh. Ask about their holy text. Was it that pitiful scrap of paper? It looks like a bill or a promissory note that has passed through too many hands and should have been cashed long ago. Her congregation raises their hands. Each has their own leaf of paper, a single page torn from the Bible. The only page that matters, the Judas Psalm. It contains the only lesson that we need to hear, the promise that those who wronged us can be made to suffer. This is a delightful, delightful church. Ask about their rights. A blessing would not go amiss, probably. Undeserving. They are not for the unconfirmed. If you want to partake of our rights, you must join our congregation. If you want to join our congregation, you must convince me you are one of us. A confession. Only then would you be permitted to take part in the right of wrongs. Offer a confession. They will only accept you if they believe you've been grievously wronged. Unfortunately, no. We are not concerned with crimes you may have committed or temptations you may wrestle with, the minister mutters. This is a confession of weakness. You are here because you are wronged, because you bear a grievance you cannot forgive. You're here to ask for all God's vengeance on someone. So tell me who is to blame. On the whole, all things considered, you'd rather not, actually. On the whole, rather. Perhaps your grievances are invented, perhaps they are complex and need to be translated into more compelling terms to meet the minister's flinty standards. I read that as filthy. But, yeah, need a moment of inspiration for that. Don't have one, so gonna excuse ourselves right now. As he clothed himself with cursing like as with his garment, so let it come into his bowels like water, and like oil into his bones. Wow. Okay, this is a delightful place. I should come back here more often, you know? I really should. Seems just so delightful. Let's leave this place, though. Away, you use steaming water from the boiler to melt away the ice that clings to the windows. Then you depart, the locomotive heaving as the winds try to drive you into the well's yawning mouth. And, ooh, they are going to succeed at this rate. Well, that all could have gone better. Could have gone a hell of a lot worse, but could have gone a lot better, too. Let me send out the bat one more time. I need to... I can't fight it, but I need to fight it. Shoot. Okay. Fine, we'll do this. Fine. Didn't want to, but I will. The Star-Madden Explorer is defeated. Good to know they're weak, though. Examine the captain's logs. The crew of this weathered engine had been driven mad by the winds and the stars and the things that haunt the sky. They may shed light on what befell the explorer. Always defeated, the captain's door is covered in knots and crosses. So it transpires as the rest of his cabin, his logs, and his body. In every game, the knots won. You search your search, turns up a few valuables, and you return to your engine. Yes. Well, we are injured, but we are limping back. Perhaps not through this route, though. Perhaps we go through a different one. Maybe, if it will allow us. My concern is getting off the map, because that's usually a bad thing. And we really can't risk many bad things happening to us right now. So, not gonna go there. Might be worth exploring in the future, but right now, no. No, no, no. No, no. Good to know that we know that the sun was murdered and how it was murdered. Though what exactly a well seed is, I mean, we just know it creates those wells. By wells, we mean black holes. At least that's how they seem to be phrased, which then that changes the context for Mr. Eaton when he was thrown into a well. I mean, I always kind of assumed it was just a regular well, like a well, if you get my meaning. Yeah, that's not very clear. But, this place has supplies, yes? Wonderful. Good to know. Because I will have a powerful need for them in a moment. Well, I could not do this and not risk creating one of those. Oh, good. 10 hull. Arguably worth it. Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. I don't want to be the bad guy, but I'll be the bad guy if I have to be. Perhaps one did not succumb to the sky madness. Star madness, rather. You explore the corridors whose walls and ceilings are daubed with unfamiliar constellations. At last you find a cabin barricaded from within. It holds a crewman who seems lucid. He begs to join your crew. Your own crew aren't sure. What if the star madness seizes him? Take it. You can do with an experienced hand. The crewman is grateful. He works with a feverish intensity, eagerness to please, or the first signs of the obsession provoked by a surfeit of starlight. Your crew take no chances. Someone watches the newcomer at all times. Fair enough, fair enough. Looks like I'm gonna have to fight against this now. Looks like there's a wind. Yep. Well, that's gonna cause problems. Do I have a way around it? I really don't. Just have to fight against it. Depending on how quickly it... Yeah, depending on how quickly it puts up my terror, though. I really wish when I hit autopilot, it would just stay on, you know? Like how I clearly want it to be when I hit that button. It's the C button. It would be nice. But whatever, it's fine. How quickly is this going up? Not quickly enough that I'm worried, but quickly enough that I'm annoyed. Still forcing our way... Well, I suppose I could have gone around like this, but I don't know how quick that route would be. Whether the right choice or not, this is the choice we made. And at some point you have to commit. Good or bad. Yeah, growing unease, patient erodes, tempers fray. They'll be fine. See? We made it out of the winds, and they stopped immediately. It's amazing. Okay. A bit of a longer episode, but that's fine. Let's speak with the incautious driver once we get here, yes? Dock, please. No need for that, but... Oh, do they just need me to talk to them, period? Okay. Check on their driver. How is their verdancy developing? Driven to distraction, the incautious driver greets you with a pained expression. The voice in my head is getting louder. Whistling, burbling, growling. It wants me to go to the nature reserve, Captain. That's where it started. It's where I know it has to end. Okay, but I'm here. Where are you? Converse with the captains, I suppose? No. Oh, it's idle? Into the reserve? Ah, there we are. Follow the incautious driver into the reserve. The verdancy in their head drives them deep into the wilderness. Deep in the wilderness stands a mighty tree, shriveled and dry. A fungal growth twists around it, its blooms flecked with purple and black. The incautious driver approaches it. Lying down in supplication, the verdant pulses, its buds splitting open, erupting in a spore fall that soon coats the driver in a shimmering emerald dust. Oh, for several minutes, silence. When the driver emerges, their face is crestfallen. It wasn't enough. What I brought, it was only half the story. It needs more. You escort them back to the train. They should be more coherent after a good meal and a few hours sleep. Curious. Have they recovered from their ordeal in the nature reserve? A final test. The driver picks irritably at their ear. I was meant to be off this train by now. Just go into the well and everything will be fine. Instead, it's unsatisfied, Professor. It needs an answer to something that I can't give it. There's a piece of itself missing. Somewhere in Albion, another of its spores sent out many years ago to find the truth. I can feel it out there somewhere, refusing to return. It enjoys its freedom too much. Perhaps if we look to the major ports, they must have left a trace. We have to find it, Captain. Okay. Don't worry. We will get there in time. At this point, it looks like everybody does need to go to Albion one way or the other. We'll have to deal with that eventually. What about my other officers? How are you doing? I need tea for that, but yeah, we might buy some in the future. In the future, not today. Next episode, I mean, it's probably going to be us heading back to New Winchester to recoup our, fuel. Well, actually, to change our engine entirely, because we have had one great success, which is, so much money. So much money. And then we'll probably go to Magdalene's, maybe checking out Titanium. Maybe, that's a bit iffy. But yes, Magdalene's to finish off that job, and then, we have so many places to go, so many things to do. Who's to say which ones we'll do and which ones we won't? It's all a matter for the future. For now, thank you for your time. Note the like, comment, and subscribe buttons below. Use them responsibly, and I will see you all soon. Bye-bye.